a fun way to spice up your next movie night? Give my cinnamon popcorn a try. Stick around and I'll show you exactly how to make a batch for yourself. Hi, my name is Tiffany and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making some cinnamon caramel popcorn. It tastes just like a cinnamon bun and has the perfect amount of sweet and salty crunchiness to it. This is the perfect treat to have for your next movie night or just to enjoy anytime really. So if this popcorn sounds absolutely delicious to you, or you're simply a fan of popcorn and or cinnamon, then please give this video a like. And if you're new here and you're not already subscribed to my channel, then please smash that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to be notified whenever I make a new baking tutorial or a short. I make new baking content every week and my content is suitable for beginners and experienced bakers alike. So if that sounds like you and you don't mind a little bit of self-deprecating humor sprinkled in here and there from time to time, then why don't you stick around for a little bit and make yourselves comfortable. You might be pleasantly surprised on what you actually learned from me here too. Are you tired of the same old boring popcorn that you have to enjoy for your movie nights? Or are you simply looking for something new to spice up your life? Well, my cinnamon caramel popcorn might just be the thing that you need. It basically features a popcorn that has been coated with some cinnamon caramel, and it also has some maple cinnamon almonds and a cinnamon streusel to give it a little bit of extra crunch. And it's also a great way to use up any leftover streusel that you may have kicking back from another recipe that may feature them. This popcorn is not only great to have for your movie nights, but it's also a great snack to have when you're stressing over holiday shopping or for family gatherings, or just simply to enjoy any time of the year really. And would you believe that I messed up on this popcorn recipe twice? Yes, that's right, twice. I mean, who messes up on a popcorn recipe? It's literally one of the easiest things that anybody can do. Like seriously, I burnt the sugar syrup and everything, and then the whole plate was just up in flames and smoke, and it was just a disaster. Honestly, am I really that gross or something? And even still, the second time around when I made this, there wasn't enough sugar syrup to fully coat the popcorn, and that is why I see some bald spots. And I just wanted to make it very clear to you that I scaled this recipe so that there's enough sugar syrup to fully coat it. So I guess I didn't do it right. So when you do make this recipe, rest assured that the syrup measurements that I have included is enough to fully coat it. So I'm pretty sure you do a much better job at doing it than I ever did. And I also promise you that your house will not go into flames like mine did. Yeah, I think I've talked long enough about the popcorn, so why don't we go get started, shall we? I'm sure you guys are all dying to know exactly how these bad boys taste, so let's just get to it. First things first, before we start our popcorn, let's toast some almonds to add a bit of extra nuttiness to our candied almonds. So, in a large baking tray lined with parchment paper, add 2 cups or about 286 grams of unsalted natural almonds. You know, the ones with the skin on it, and spread it on an even layer on the tray. Toast in a 350 degree Fahrenheit oven or 177 degrees Celsius for 5 to 7 minutes or until the almonds are lightly toasted. You'll know when it's ready when it's slightly darker than your regular almonds. Set aside for now and make the cinnamon sugar, which consists of 1/4 cup or 50 grams of granulated sugar and 1 tablespoon of cinnamon placed inside a small bowl, and just toss them together until the sugar has fully combined with the cinnamon. Then, for what's essentially the most important part of the recipe besides the popcorn, the brown butter. Because I brown butter so often, I don't want to have to keep repeating myself here, but basically, you are melting down 1/4 cups or 287 grams of unsalted butter and just cooking it down until the milk solids have a beautiful dark brown color to them and has a toasty and nutty aroma. And make sure to stir your butter often as it melts so that the solids can brown evenly and doesn't stick at the bottom. Divide the butter into 2 separate bowls. 150 grams to be used for the caramel sauce and 60 grams to be used for the candied almonds. And if you have any leftover butter, simply pour it over the popcorn when it's done, or just save it for a different recipe. To continue on with the candied nuts, we're going to add in the 60 grams of butter to a medium-sized saucepan, along with half a cup or 120 grams of dark maple syrup and 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon, and give it a quick stir. Then add in your toasted almonds and toss them together until the almonds are evenly coated with the syrup. Cook the mixture on medium heat and stir the pot occasionally until the maple syrup comes to a gentle simmer. Then reduce the heat to medium-low and continue to simmer and stir the mixture for another 20 minutes or until the liquid in the maple syrup has evaporated and the nuts have a slight shine and crystallized look to them. Then pour the nuts onto a large baking tray lined with parchment paper and spread it on an even layer. Toss with half a teaspoon of salt and allow them to cool before breaking apart and using. Yeah, to be honest with you guys, I didn't quite like this method of candying the nuts, and I wanted to try something different since it had maple syrup in it, but I much rather the method that I had used for the candied nuts for the cinnamon rolls that I did a while back. And so, for the best results, when you're candying your nuts, please use that method. Though, if you don't mind your nuts to be a bit more crystallized, then today's method will be perfect for you. And now, it's time to finally pop the popcorn. To a large pot, add in 1/4 cup or 60 milliliters of extra virgin olive oil or melted coconut oil and a few yellow popcorn kernels to start off with. Cover the pot with some tin foil and, using something sharp, poke some holes through the tin foil to allow the steam to escape while the popcorn is popping. Place the pot on medium heat and give the pot a few gentle shakes to allow the kernels to cook evenly. Once the test kernels start to pop, remove the pot from the heat and add in half a cup of yellow popcorn kernels and half a teaspoon of kosher salt and toss the pot until the kernels have been fully coated in the oil and the salt. The reason why we're adding in the salt now so that it can better penetrate the popcorn as it pops, and it promises a salty kick to every popcorn kernel without having to add in any extra salt later on. Place the tin foil back onto the pot and continue to pop your popcorn over medium heat while making sure to shake the pot as it cooks to allow the popcorn kernels to pop evenly and to prevent the popped popcorn from burning at the bottom. As the kernels start to pop, it will start to pop rapidly and start to fill the pot quickly, so it's very important to keep shaking it as it pops. Once the popping starts to slow down, remove the pot from the heat. And the popcorn is looking great, you guys. Not a single burnt kernel in sight. Pour the popcorn into a large bowl, and while you can leave the popcorn plain for this recipe, feel free to add in an extra half a cup of brown butter to the popcorn if you want a little extra buttery goodness to the caramel corn. I didn't add in any here, but you can if you like. Then pour the popcorn into an extra large baking tray lined with parchment paper and spread the popcorn on an even layer and top with the maple cinnamon almonds. Give them a toss together and, oh shoot! I almost forgot about the streusel! Remember when I asked you guys about what to do with leftover streusel? Well, here's an idea for you. Take 2 cups of your leftover streusel reserved from another recipe and spread it flat on a large baking tray, preferably the same one that you used for the almonds for less mess, and toast them in a 300-degree Fahrenheit oven for 10 to 15 minutes or until the streusel has a dark golden brown color to them, like so. Allow the streusel to cool before adding it to the popcorn mixture and tossing together. Set this tray aside for now while we go and make the caramel sauce. Using the same large pot as before, yes, I'm dead serious about not wanting to make a lot of mess here. Add in the 150 grams of brown butter from before and 1/4 cup or about 250 grams of packed light or dark brown sugar and 1/3 cup or about 89 grams of light corn syrup and mix it together until fully combined. Place the pot on medium heat to cook for around 5 minutes without stirring. You'll know when it's ready when the sugar has started to thicken and start to boil more quickly as well. Add in half a teaspoon of baking soda and quickly stir it into the sugar syrup. The sugar syrup will start to foam and bubble rapidly, so make sure to work very quickly here. And this is also the part where disaster struck and where the sugar syrup ended up burning up on me and became this god-awful blackish brown color, which caused the syrup to be too bitter to be used for this recipe. And the reason why my house ended up being super smoky. So let's try this again, shall we? This time, I cooked it on a slightly lower heat, and the caramel sauce turned out much better here. So, the lesson from this is to never leave your pot unattended during this process, and low and slow is best, especially when it comes to making your caramel syrup. See? Doesn't this look better now? This is the shade that we are looking for. Then add in 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract and quickly stir it into the syrup until fully combined. Pour the caramel syrup all over the popcorn and quickly toss the popcorn until all of the kernels have been coated into the syrup. And yes, I know that not everything is coated properly here, but I did try my best here to ensure that all of the popcorn would be covered, so I guess I had to work more quickly next time. Regardless, it still came out okay, I guess. Sprinkle some cinnamon sugar on top and give the caramel corn a quick toss. Bake the caramel corn in a 200-degree Fahrenheit oven or 93 degrees Celsius for 1 hour and make sure to toss the popcorn every 20 minutes so that the caramel corn can cook more evenly. While the caramel corn is baking, let's make the white chocolate drizzle. Simply chop up 6 ounces or 170 grams of white chocolate and place into a small microwave-safe bowl. Melt the chocolate in 20-second increments, making sure to stir the chocolate each time until the chocolate has fully melted and is nice and smooth. But definitely not like mine though. I accidentally overshot mine a bit, and that's why you'll see some of these scorch marks inside the chocolate. Regardless though, it was still edible enough to use, so just remember to pay attention to the chocolate as you are melting it, okay? Don't make the same mistake as me, folks! Then, once the caramel corn has baked, drizzle the melted white chocolate on top and finish it off with a generous dusting of cinnamon sugar. Allow the popcorn to cool slightly before breaking apart and serving into your bowls. And your brown butter cinnamon caramel popcorn is finally complete. And just check out the pockets of cinnamon sugar and white chocolate drizzle on top. Doesn't it look almost like a caramelized cinnamon bun? Regardless though, I like to enjoy my popcorn with a few extra sprinklings of cinnamon sugar and salt on top for a little extra sweet and salty goodness. And like I said before, this would be a great popcorn to spice up your movie nights or just to enjoy as a little fun snack. I hope that you enjoyed this recipe as much as I did making it, and just promise me that you'll be super careful and not actually burn down the house when you are making this, okay? Losing your house is nowhere as fun as a really good popcorn truly is. And there you have it, cinnamon caramel popcorn. Tastes just like a cinnamon roll and crazy addictive to eat as well. This is the perfect treat to have over the holiday season or for your next movie night. Also has that perfect balance of sweet and salty and crunchy as well. So that is it for today's video. If you enjoyed today's recipe and you're finally excited to try your hands at a delicious cinnamon popcorn recipe, please give this video a like and leave a comment down below and tell me what you think of them, especially if you're going to give this recipe a try. Share this video so that others can also try their hand at the cinnamon caramel popcorn. And if you're not already following me, but you enjoy the baking content that I do on here, please smash that subscribe button and ring that notification bell to be notified whenever I make a new baking tutorial or short. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Both usernames are Tiff's Patisserie, and the full written recipe to today's cinnamon caramel popcorn will be on my website, tiffspatisserie.wordpress.com. The link to that is in the description box down below. And until next time, you guys, stay safe out there, peace out, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Now, if you don't mind, this popcorn is really starting to call to me, so I think I'm gonna go enjoy some right now. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye!